A very good evening, everybody. 6 o'clock. It's another one-day special. It's Saturday evening. Lovely to be with you. How has your day been? How's your weekend going? Having a nice day with us, of course, at the craft store. We hope you have. Loads still to come for you, of course. Just remind you, of course, it is, as you just saw then, the Flextravaganza, everybody. We like that. We do like a little bit of the Flextravaganza, don't we? What does that mean? Well, it means basically that anything you see that's on the shows, at £1 or more, you can split over 2 equal payments, interest-free, of course, which is absolutely brilliant. Shop ahead on the website, of course. Have a little look on there. Anything you fancy, of course, you can just do that nice and even. And it's a nice, great way of getting some of those things that sometimes you go, maybe that's a little bit over the budget I wanted to spend this month, for example, that you can split it down and make it nice and easy. Always worth remembering, especially when you have a one-day special. And to take us through that, of course, as always, a delight. It's lovely Leonie, everybody, always.
Hiya, love.
Hello, lovely. Okay? How are you? Are you all right?
I'm all right, thank you very much.
You're looking very bright and colourful.
Really?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, that's interesting. It's nice, isn't it? Do you know what? Our Hayley gave us this.
Did she?
Yeah, ain't she a good egg?
She is a good egg.
She's a right good egg, is our Hayley.
What does she want?
Nothing.
Oh.
She's just kind.
She's just kind. That's what we like. We like kindness.
It's not like our Marcus. He's giving me some strepsils and he's holding me.
He's holding
me ransom to the strepsils.
Well, honestly, he's like an elephant. That won't come back until November.
I know. 3 years. 3 years from now, November.
Remember that time in January. So yes, okay. Make sure he gets that back. Right. So a one-day special, everybody. Always a pleasure to bring you one of those. Always a great offer to be had. And here with the AALL Create, this is the Janet Klein designs that you got here, which are absolutely fun and brilliant. They have a quirkiness to them as well and a cheekiness to them as well, which I think these are absolutely brilliant. You will be getting 36 with your stamps in here, plus you're also going to be getting, just seen it there, that lovely stencil also included. All of these, by the way, that you can see here, the stamp sets that you see, they are all available individually. They're £11.99 if you want to go for those as well. But if you go for the one-day special, don't worry about going individually. You get them all, plus the stencil, plus a saving, we like that, of £10. That's £44.95. But, of course, you can split that over 2 equal payments as well, if you so wished. The item code you need is 922-836, and your 2 equal payments will be just £22.48. I would always say this at the beginning of any one-day special, but get in early. Yesterday's, or earlier today's and yesterday, it sold out by 12 o'clock, and we had 50% of the stock had gone within the first hour of launch. So getting quick with one of these are always busy hours. So, Leonie, do you want to take us through what we've got here in detail in the packaging with them as well?
I certainly
You're
shall
a big
do.
fan of it as well, Janet,
Oh, my
aren't you?
gosh, I love Janet Klein. So Janet Klein's cuties are cool. I mean, she's got a huge family now. Do check out the website because I know we've got a fantastic pick and mix as well, which obviously includes some of those incredible designs that she's brought us. I know there's a lot of people collecting them currently, and honestly, they are seriously fabulous. If you've never seen Janet Klein before, have a look at the website. If you have a look at the bottom of the screen, that pick and mix I was chatting about, you're actually choosing 8 of these. The deal is phenomenal. And it means if you've missed out some, it means now you can pick and choose what you want, so you don't have to go with our bundles. You've got your own choice. These are half price. And honestly, the amount of characters, they are fabulous. And obviously Flextravaganza. So it means today it'd just be £15.98. If you're a Freedom member, no postage either. So it's definitely worth having a little perusal, especially if you've just joined us. I know because obviously now, you know, we are part of Create and Craft, or Create and Craft are actually part of us. So because of that, I'm sure we'll be getting new viewers all the time. So welcome if you have just joined us. It's lovely to have your company. But I mean, look at it. Yeah,
it's never ending.
Keep on scrolling. There are so many. I know. Oh, her images are amazing. Now, this brand new one-day special, when I saw it, and my job is fab, because when I saw it, I was literally, oh my gosh, they are beautiful. Let me take you through what you're going to get. So, first things first. I'll show you the stamps, but then I'm going to show you the packaging because sometimes it's a bit tricky to see the stamps. Oh my gosh. This is seriously cool. When I flip this over, you've got your little planes, you've got your little helicopters, you've got tiny little buses and taxis, you've got the lovely little moped there. Look at them in the sports car, and I love that she's done it so they look like they're going a bit too fast. Another little bus down there, Jaws, the pickup truck. Then you've got beep, beep, traffic jam, go, stop, honk, honk. So that's your first one. I love this. The size is fantastic. Because they stamp out beautifully. What I've been doing is just stamping loads out, ready to go, ready to cut out. Stunning. These are the perfect stamps to go with all the cuties. That's your first collection. The next collection that we've got in here, oh, they're all so cool. So the next collection, look at the quirky houses. These are so fabulous. You've got all these wonderful high-rise houses. You've got the washing line. I am a sucker for a washing line for some reason. No better than a washing line, is there? You don't want it near the traffic, but you know.
No.
Again, you've got all your traffic. So I'll flip it over so you can see. You've got your little double-decker bus, the cars, the taxis. I like that we've got the railings because that allows you to build up the scenes. And the little one at the bottom is a little car there. So again, every single one is giving you multiple stamps. The next one that we've got, again, have a little look at this. These high-rise buildings are fabulous. They're so ridiculously quirky. What I love as well, the buildings, they kind of look like some of the cuties' hair, so they mix and match wonderfully. You've got the cloud. Now, I must admit, I did it, and I said to Scott, I had it the wrong way around. I run cloud 6. I kind of forgot that cloud 9 was a thing. I'd only got to cloud 6.
Which is better than cloud 2, as we said. You know, it's not quite 9, but it's getting up there, isn't it? You know.
Well, how are you today? Just cloud 6,
Cloud
mate.
6.
Spin it round, you're on cloud 9.
That could be the new way of just judging everyone's happiness from now on.
Cloud 6 and a few raindrops. But yeah, cloud 9. She has done it the right way round. It's when I cut it out. I literally cut it out and did that anyway. So you've then got your lovely little trees. I love these. Again, you chop them off. You've just got really nice little elements. I love this. Janet has all these wonderful little borders that you can use in so many ways. They're super cool. This little house here with, again, the wonderful twirly, beautiful roof. And then the one at the bottom is another fantastic little car. Just amazing. And then last but not least, in the stamps. And these are brilliant because they've got so many gorgeous trees and flowers. Again, you're scene building. You know, you're able to create so many different looks. And I do like that. I love that you've got your different clouds. You've got sunrise and sunset, and breathe in and breathe out. So a really beautiful collection. And when you look at it, you've got so many stamps. You can tell stories. They marry up with the beautiful cuties wonderfully. I'll pass back over to Scott because he's got the finished samples just to show you how cool these are. If you collect the cuties already, these are a need. If you're just starting this journey, if this is, gosh, this might be the first time you've seen AALL Create. If it is, please look up the AALL Create Fanatics page. The Fanatics page has so much inspiration. It's on Facebook. It has so much inspiration. So if you're watching these and going, oh, they're cute, they're different, look up the AALL Create Fanatics page on Facebook, and honestly, you will get so much inspiration. And they are running a wonderful little challenge as well, which I'll chat about in more detail. But I'll pass over to Scott so he can inspire you.
I'll show you some samples in here. Just as Leonie was talking about, there are lots of ways of creating lots of different stories, individual stories if you want to, or creating really big images, again, with lots of them on there as well. Certainly we've got things like you mentioned, the fences or the washing line, ways you can link between homes, etc. I love this one, all about the transport, basically. You've got that cool? Really one nice big high-rise in there, but you've got your helicopter, you've got them in the sports car, I think I had a car like that once, sports car as well. You've got the wonderful little bus there, the VW there with the piece as well. You've got the caravan, the little Joe's little truck, and again, all with the little words that was on from beep, you got honk, we got jam, we got stop that's on there. That's just, and I'm loving that actually, just with a little bit of the colour in, but again, the actual images are all just black and white. But when you start to put them together, so here's all the I love all this, all the different forms, the moped, you got the sports car, you got the truck, you got the car, all just going off on a little convoy. Classic film that, by the way, classic film. 1978, you can't go wrong with that one as well. Chris Christopherson at his best, but I digress. Loving all the transport. If you want to go down to, I'm loving this, just a single little card on that, on cute? Cloud 9. They've got the little bit of cotton wool in there on the little cloud. But just, it looks like someone just camped outside the house, just on their own. Or, again, I'm loving the actual, on Cloud 9 again, the airplane flying over all those different styles of trees that you've got, which is great. And, just like that, what about that one? Take off.
That's fabulous.
I love that. Dragging, flying off and taking the washing line with them, which is inspired, which is absolutely brilliant. Another one, just very quickly to show you, it includes the stencil. To be in there. So the stencil's on, which is really lovely and fun and funky, and then just cutting out from the Cloud 9s there as well and just mixing it in, and you've got the breathe in and the breathe out. So loads. I will say it's one of those with all of those 36 stamps. Can you imagine how many different versions that you can create, different ways of working with all those together to create something very different. I'm approaching 20% of the stock already. Now that is, of course, of a big stock. Very, very popular designer we've got here with Janet Klein. And don't forget, with all of this, has got to last through until tomorrow's final call at 4 p.m. It's a very busy time anyway. Very busy at weekends, obviously. Don't forget, you can get for all of this with that £10 saving, 2 payments of just £22.48. 922 836. Now, also we have for you two happy hours. Does it get any better than this? You could go for these, and these are literally just for this hour. With an £11 saving, we are looking at almost a half price offer for you here. So for all of this that you've got, actually 885672 is your item code. It's down to just £12.98 for your first one of these. Don't forget, this is just for this hour. If you want those, they are fabulous. The potion labels and spooky sky. Liking that one. That's your first, but it's a Saturday evening and we are going for a double whammy, 2 happy hours. It's a double happy hour with an £8 saving for this hour. That's going to give you the border of the unfurling petals and A7 bird collage you got there. 5 stamps in total, and that is £12.98. Again, that offer is literally until 7 p.m. this evening. Get that into your basket. Get it checked out. 281789. Also, just to draw your attention, you may not have seen it yet, it's on there. If you want to go for the washi tape, there's a £5 on this. You can choose any 5 for under £10, which is great. £9.95. Choose any 5 you want for that deal. 478013 for 5 rolls of different washi. That is a brilliant offer. Do please take advantage of that deal. That is a phenomenal opportunity. But people have found that already on thecraftstore.com if you'd like to get that into your basket. But do not miss out on those happy hour deals. Absolutely do not. Right then, Leonie, it's going to be, I just know it's going to be a busy one. If I interrupt you with updates, I apologise now, but I feel it will be one of those hours.
I do not mind you interrupting me at all.
I love it, love it.
It helps me get a throat sweet.
Not of Marcus's, surely.
I know, right? I know. The more throat sweets I have, the more the payments.
He's honestly, he's counting. Never take a Tic Tac from him either. You know what I mean?
Now then, as I was saying, the Fanatics page. So at the minute, our wonderful abs, is running a challenge. I love challenges because it really gets you inspired. It really it gets your creative juices going. And currently it's got a Polaroid Pops challenge. Other instant photographs are available. But Abs has gone for Polaroid because it sounds good with Pops. So I decided I'd do one. So this is a little card I've done for the challenge. Because the challenge at the moment is transport. Yay! So it fits the challenge. Makes a change. That I've actually done something that fits the challenge. Now, obviously with the challenge, you can have a little look. It ends on the 31st. So, but be part of it. I know he's had entries from all over the world. And Oh, and Ab says, oh gosh, he's going to do it every month till March, which is fantastic. So have a look on the Fanatics page. It's free. It's just for fun. Just for fun. And obviously with something like this, it's the inspiration as well. And it makes a massive library, a fantastic inspiration with Janet's work. And I love that. It gets, and it's nice because it's a lovely idea. And what it makes you do as well, it makes you dig out all your old stamps. Because what you do is go, oh, I remember that. Because on this one, for instance, so it's Polaroid. So I remembered in the AALL Create stamps, I had, or they've got, I should say, and have a look on your pick and mix. This is probably one of them. I've got the one, the photographer. Boom.
Perfect.
So it's like, oh my gosh, you've got the little photograph there, and then you've got her, obviously, with a camera.
That's brilliant.
So so it makes you dig out your photos. So anyway, that's my little Polaroid pop for this one with all my beautiful stamps from this hour. So I'm going to do something like this, but me being me, I wanted to do it in an art journal because obviously everything you do on a card, you can do in an art journal. Why not? I like doing them in art journals because then you're keeping your work and you can go back time after time. So that's why I like my journals. Make sure it's flat because otherwise it all goes a bit skew-whiffy. Now, what I'm going to do first of all is just create a really easy background because I can. I'm going to do this one. With that one, obviously, I did that one portrait, so I've decided to go landscape because I wanted to mix it up a little bit. Now, I'm going to take the stencil that we've got in this hour and I'm going to use Gorgeous Wild Honey for my background because it's nice. So just a little distress ink. And literally all I'm going to do is go through my stencil. So it's the easiest background, but it's funny really because sometimes, you know, because I do love my mixed media and everything, you know, everything's mucky and messy and but actually you can do some really pretty, easy backgrounds. And this stencil, what I wanted to do is have it all going outwards. So I'm actually turning my page so it's all sort of going the same way, if you will. Now, I'm not bothered if it overlaps because I kind of like it. I think it looks really quite cool overlapping. So it's just the most simple background. Simple but effective because it's a beautiful stencil. I really like this stencil. It's one of those that it's an easy one. You know what I mean? Sometimes you really have to think about your stencils and how you're layering them.
Thinking it could be either water coming out from a water fountain if you wanted. It could be fireworks shooting off in the direction. Yeah. That kind of, it's got a projection on it, hasn't it?
Yes, yeah, it's got movement, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And I think it's one of them, it's quite generic. It's just one, it's kind of easy, but it's a lovely background, isn't it?
It is, that's
really
nice,
pretty background. And then just bring a little bit of ink in there just to create a bit of shadowing around the outside. Now, when I work with my pages in my book, I never take them out because I'm lazy. But you might want to. I can't be faffed with taking the page out. I'm not going to lie. I'm glad I said faffed also. So what I'm going to do with this one next, I'm going to use some of the wonderful stamps on here because you've got lots of sentiment stamps. And again, just working on that background. So I'm going to use my beep beep. I'm then going to use my, there we go, my traffic jam, my stop, go, and then honk honk. And I might mix them up so they're not all the right way around, like so. And then I'm gonna just stamp and then go. So remember, this is just a background. Because it's a background, I'm not gonna be specific with them. I'm just gonna ink quickly and then just stamp. Keep that stamp block moving. If you keep it moving, it looks random. If you don't keep it moving, it does look like you're just repeating that pattern over and over. So make sure it moves. And this is why it's nice to actually put some of the stamps upside down. Now, as you can see, I'm gonna hit there because of my stamp platform. So what I'm going to do is just move a few to the end like so. So then I can get right in to the edge of here. So just doing it like that. Now I want one more there. So I'll just take a couple off here like this, and bob, oh, maybe a few more. There we go. Bob that one there like so, and that can just skip in like that. I like doing that.
Yeah, it's great, that.
It's one of the, I love things like this because they are ridiculously easy, but it is effective. It's just my background, and that's why you can play with it.
Yeah.
So got a background, we know what we're doing there, so I can pop that to one side. Next, now, so for my Polaroid, I've used a couple of different things. I'm quite lucky because I'm rather obsessed with happy planners. I had this at home, which is all about photographs.
Oh, that's
memory
handy.
keeping.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, I know what I'm going to use. I mean, this is the lovely thing about this challenge. You don't just go to your stamps, you'll go to your dies. There'll be dies that you've got, you know, your wonderful instant photographs. You'll have things like your stickers. And I love that because it's like, I remember what I've got. And you go rummaging through all your goodies, and it's nice because it makes you get all your stuff out. That's why challenges are so good, because it inspires you. So it makes you go, oh, I've got this, I've got that.
Yeah.
So I've already cut one out, I've already cut the centre out. So what I am going to do with this is, where's my bit of card? So this is going to be my bit of card that I'm working on. I'm just going to take a pen, because I need to know my frame. So this is going to be my frame that I'm actually working in. So I'm just going to draw a line in grey just around that, because that's my frame that I'm going to be stamping in, because I'm going to build up my little scene. So what I want to do first of all is, now think about your scene, think about what you want to see in the foreground, because I am going to be using masking with this one. So have a look first. Look first of all what masks you've actually cut out, Leonie, because otherwise your masking one could go wrong. So I've already cut out some of my little masks. I have got more, but these are the ones I've created first of all. So I'm going to do first of all the lovely little taxi. So that's going to be at the front. I want to be able to see the taxi as my main thing. So find the taxi stamp, which is here, like so. Let me just find this. Now the masking, and I highly recommend getting some masking paper. It's one of those that you'll use again and again and again. Is masking.
I think we've got some on the web we can show. There we go. If you want to go for your masking paper, you're getting 20 sheets of your A4 from Crafty Devils on this one, $19.99. That's a brilliant price actually for 20 sheets of that. Actually, Crafty Devils, that's 339129 is your item code, 399129. I suppose that things like that, it's always worth having though, isn't it, for all your projects to be working
absolutely.
through.
And your masking, you will definitely find, I mean, we all do masking techniques. And it's definitely one of them it's worth having.
Yeah, I mean, you think how many you can cut out from one sheet of A4?
Yeah, exactly.
And you've got 20 sheets there.
And it's worth having a lot of them, because if you're anything like me, you put them in a safe place and don't find them for about 3 years.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, I really annoy myself.
Yeah.
I should... From today, literally everything in my life. So I'm going to pop my little taxi. Now, I'm doing it at an angle on purpose, because the angle, it makes it look kind of cute. You know what I mean? It looks like they're trundling along. It's just, the whole thing about this is whimsy. The whole thing about this is fun, and that's what we're doing. We're creating that. So that's my first one.
I just want to let people know that if they were interested in that particular one individually, it has sold out. In fact, the only ones I've got left in stock individually, we've got Cloud 9 or 6, depending if you're watching in Australia. And we've also got Breathe In, Breathe Out. They're the only two that actually are left individually, these two. That's what you can see. The other ones have gone, including Transport, have gone individually. So the only way to get those now are with the one-day special collection. But I will tell you, a quarter of the stock of the one-day special has also gone, as well as all the other ones we mentioned individually. Did say it's busy, busy, busy. 922836. Sorry, Leonie, I just wanted to... I did promise I would be interrupted.
Every time you do it, I do a little bit of colouring in.
Oh, lovely.
It's all right. I am using my time wisely.
Yeah.
So I've bobbed my little mask on top of my taxi. That's your first one. Masking's one of them that you need to think about, because the thing that you stamp first is the thing that you're going to see in the foreground. So you're working back to front.
Oh, right, yeah.
So that's my first one. The one I've cut out of my mask, so that building and that building. So they're the two buildings that I'm going to go for. So first of all, my house with the curly hair. And I just love that. I love that she's given me a house with curly hair, because why wouldn't you? I love these because it's almost like the fun, the whimsy, but it also feels like you're visiting a different country. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
it's like you're on your holidays, and I like that. So I'm going to have my little whimsy house like so. Let's have that about there. I'm going to have it about there, actually, because I wouldn't mind a little bit of washing line. Probably not slipped.
Yeah.
That's going to be at the front. So I've pulled my mask off, but that's okay because it were pulled off afterwards. So that's going there. Pop your stamp back. I am tidying my stamps up as I go, because otherwise I get in a right mess. I'm then going to pull my little mask. Your mask you'll reuse again and again. Eventually they'll run out of stick and stuff and get too tatty, but you can get quite a lot of use out of your mask. I do want to use the other house because I think it's really cool. So it is this. Let's just have a see. It's that one, because it's got that nice big door, which is quite. I love these. I love these. They're so fabulous.
These are from the City Living selection. Again, that's sold out individually and just available in the one-day special for you.
Oh, honestly, when I saw them, it is. I love Janet Klein, but when I saw them, it was just like, that is such a treat. These are such a treat.
It just seems like it's one of those, certainly, that you're going to have a lot of fun just playing with. Like you mentioned right at the top, Leonie, you're going to be able to build picture making with these, isn't it? You can have lots of fun creating. It's like building scenes. It's like a lovely backdrop to these characters that you could just bring in. I love the idea of washing lines being seen. Could you make one really long washing line as well?
You could.
Couldn't you?
You could literally just do washing lines.
Huge one.
I'm going to put the fence in though. I like the fence. I've missed a bit there, but that's okay. We're not bothered about that. So I've done my little fence. I'm going to split. I'm working on waterproof card. Not waterproof. Water thingy card.
Watercolour card?
Yeah. I'm working on my watercolour card.
Very different from waterproof, just so you know. That's
so different.
Really changes that brushwork.
But yeah, and that sometimes, if you're not careful, then you can actually, you don't get full stamp, so you do have to be careful, more careful than I, but it's okay. So I'm now going to add a little bit of colour to the sky. I'm going to do this. I'll bring in one of my brushes. This is my little funky fossil brush, and what I'll do is put on now the mask. So if I pop that mask on, because that means when I put my ink on, I'm not going to get it on any of my beautiful buildings. So let's just bob a little bit of, and what I love about this, I mean, the smallest amount of ink. It's the easiest thing to ink up. I'm going to ink that up, but then, because I don't want it to be perfect, you know, I want it to be skyy. So what I'm going to do is just get my water brush, and because I am working on waterproof, because I am working on watercolour cardstock, it means when I squidge it like that, you get a really cool sort of mottled finish. Now, where did I put my bit of tissue? So get me a little bit of tissue, and look, you've got a really cool mottled sky.
You've got a bit of fluffy white cloudage in there.
Yes. Cloud 6
like that
going on. Cheeky bit of cloud 6 going on there.
You can count 6 clouds in there, I think.
Keep hold of your masks, because obviously you're going to use them again and again and again. You'll see, because my tissue had pink on it, I've now got a little bit of pink in my sky.
It's like a sunset.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and I mean, I obviously did it on purpose. Of course. Because we got stamps that say sunrise and sunset.
Yes.
Yay. It didn't. It was, but it's okay because it works. Now, when we put that over the top, Look how cool that looks. So you've
how
already
brilliant.
created a really cool little picture. And I love that. I love that you create such a cool picture within there.
Do you know what? Now I've seen that, Leonie, I think even more so, I want to just remind you about the masking paper that is on there, because if you want to do the single images, then you don't need it. But it's that layering up, and because she's designed quite a few different heights of the high rise and the little houses. You want to layer them up, don't you want to? So if you haven't got your masking paper that you can use, definitely have a look at that, because I think that's where you're going to have most fun in creating that as well. Do check that one out. Have a little look on the website for those as well. Did I hear that we've also got an email? Donna. Good evening, Donna.
Yes.
Oh,
the
traffic jam.
Yes, oh my gosh.
Reminded her of the 16-hour queue to get into Glastonbury.
Yep. Yeah. Honestly, that's exactly
you're right,
what
it is,
I
isn't
thought.
it?
That is literally what I was thinking.
Wow.
When I saw that card, it was like Glastonbury. Yeah. Because they're all multicoloured and they're all really cool.
Yeah,
you know, and yes, I have also sat in that queue, Donna.
Oh.
Unless we go in with, especially because it's got the fence as well. Unless we go in with our Joe, because Joe Remblance, he always knows the way. Our Joe Remblance,
really?
He always knows the way, does Joe. He's the man to follow. Now, colouring in, okay? Colouring in. I tell you, name dropping. It's friends from across all the pond, you see. This is, who else have I seen today? I've seen Mr. Charlie Hopkins today, Arch Hopkins, and I spoke to Mr. Nigel May just the other day. I tell you, friends from across the pond and not that far across the pond anymore. Now, colouring in. Now, this is when, you know, I said it doesn't matter that I didn't stamp right, and this is why, look, because that one, just do a bit of cross-hatching, Bob's your uncle, doesn't look like you've stamped it wrong, and I love that. And follow it through with this, it looks like a bit of shading. Now, I love colouring these images in because you can be really bright and fabulous with them. I can see my frame, so I know where I'm going. I obviously won't colour everything, but I really want to show you how quick and easy they are to colour in, because I mean you can really go for it. This is a lovely thing with these. You've got a lot of detail, so if you're into colouring, you can go for it. You know, you've got a lot going on, and it's just joyous to colour in, but you can also be quite frivolous with them, you know, the fun images, definitely bringing colour, you know, bringing vibrancy. Yeah. Now, going over, if you layer your colour, even with your watercolour pens, if you layer your colour, you're still going to get intensity. So I've layered that colour there, first of all. I'm using our Mr. Phil Martin's beautiful pens here. Oh, name dropping left, right.
I know, blimey, I've spent most of this hour picking them up.
Oh, so yeah.
Do me back in.
Mr. Phil Martin. So a little bit of purple there, and I'll go in with a little pink. I know where my frame is, so I don't need to go down that bit. All the windows are obviously going to be bright yellow because they're not energy efficient, and everyone's left the lights on.
And all the lights are on in all the rooms.
All the lights are on.
Sounds like my house, that does, honestly.
The
I'm surprised we don't have jumbo jets landing, to be honest. We've got that many on there.
Don't it drive you nuts?
Oh, and coach loads coming out from Blackpool driving past our house, saying these are brighter.
It's funny, actually, because at Christmas, there's a house at the top of our road, and you know when you look up and go, wow, wow, I'm so pleased I'm not their neighbour. It was like you say, it was a bit Blackpool Illuminations. Yeah. It was fabulous, but yeah, I was so pleased I didn't live anywhere near them. So, I mean, if you do put loads of lights on, wonderful. It's amazing, but yeah. Glad I'm not near you. I'm only teasing. It's lovely. So I'm popping a bit of colour on like this. Now, obviously, you can have highlighter bits. If you pop extra colour at the side, as you can see there, you're just layering your colour. And layering your colour, you can see a bit of depth and dimension. So you don't need to go absolutely mad with it, but it just adds a little bit to that to the finish of the whole piece.
Yeah.
If I bring in a blue, so this one will have a nice little blue door. I love it. I always say I won't finish it, and then I get really carried away and start
we want
finishing
to see it finished now as
but
well.
I think with this, it is worth it. My other little ones that I'm sticking on are coloured in. But it's worth seeing how quick it is as well, I always think. See, the swirly roof, I'm not even making sure it's perfect. To add shadow to this, get a grey. I mean, even the blue works. But your little grey, just pop a little bit of shadow round your windows, because that little bit of shadow will just help give a bit of definition to this. And that's wonderful because, again, with something like this, you want a bit of definition. Okay,
right.
It's fun and everything, but that little bit of definition helps everything to pop. I'll pop a little bit of yellow in the window, and then I can carry on colouring while you do a bit of a reminder.
Well, should I give a little bit of an update of where we are?
I just want to, because look, just a bit of yellow in the window, because then, can you see how a bit of yellow makes everything start to come to life?
Yeah.
Shall I finish this off while you do a bit
okie dokie.
what's-its and doodads?
I will just give you a quick update very quickly, because don't forget, we are now only 25 minutes left on the happy hour offers. We've got 2 offers for you for this happy hour. First of all, we have got the Potion Labels and the Spooky Sky set. You get both of those A6 stamps as well. That's got £11 saving, £6.49 if you want to do that on your Flexi, because it is part of the Flextravaganza. 885672 is your item code for that. The second option we've got for you are your 5 stamps. These are your A7 for the bird collage, and you've also got the unfurling petals border set. That's got an £8 saving. That's 281789. Reminder, of course, though, those both are happy hour deals, and those no longer exist past 7 p.m. Do not miss those. They will not be back at 8 o'clock. Right, the one-day special. Now, we're almost a third of the stock gone, and we're only 25 minutes into our first launching live hour of these. They have a £10 saving. Individually, they're already selling out. The only 2 that we have got left for you at the moment, well, the last I heard, On Cloud 9 and Breathe In and Breathe Out are the only 2 that we have left. The others have sold out individually, which is the transport and the scenes you've got there, the buildings, etc. Those you can only get now in the one-day special. If you go for the one-day special, as you've seen on that is certainly the way that you can actually create fantastic scenarios of all of that, and then you can put all your different characters or the transport in front, which is absolutely phenomenal. 922836 is your item code. Now's your time to pop those into your basket so you don't miss out. And then you can watch the rest of the demonstrations, of course, with the one-day special without the stress of thinking, will it be sold out by the time I want to get it? Do it now and make sure you get that one £10 saving that you can see with the one-day special. I'm not showing you these yet. I just want to show you a couple of these, how they've been worked with your little cards that will work really nicely on your ATCs. So how about these? I'll just make lovely little images. There's a little car there with our sunrise that you can see, and the trees, which they are a lot of fun, actually. I think creating those, a whole forest of those would be nice to see. There was again with our lovely sunset. We've had the sunrise. There's our sunset with them all cut through, and we've got the On Cloud 9 cut through there again with that 1 or 2 with the buildings. And how about that one? Breathe In. I don't know where the Breathe Out one's gone, but there's the Breathe In. We've also got for you another one. Again, bit Glastonbury, nice and bright. Look at that one. Breathe in and breathe out there with, it could be the Mystery Machine, that vehicle. I'm sure you could do that with Daphne and what was his name?
Yeah.
There was Shaggy and Scooby, obviously. Fred and Wilma, wasn't it? Yes, we love that. How about that done in just the black and white then? I like that. Again, this is where you're going to need your masking paper, is it, to work on, to create that whole lovely sort of massive high-rise, could be up on a mountain going through, but all the lovely different kind of washing lines that are out there. That's a proper little scene built up there, isn't it? That's what you can do. 922836. Now, also, We did mention that we have got some brilliant other offers. One of the pick and mixes that is available for you is the Zodiac. These are your A7 stamps you got here, and you can go for any 4 if you'd like here, $23.96. Now, you may already have some of these in your collection. Is this an opportunity for you to add to your collection to work with? Or if you are new to us here at the craft store, lovely to have your company. A very warm welcome to you. This may be the first time of you seeing these, and they are brilliant. If you're looking for character, you're certainly going to get that with these stamps. They are brilliant. I'm a Capricorn, and that's definitely, I would say, me. You can see. They are fabulous. They are. If you are looking at all these, they are fantastic. If you're interested in going for those different ones, they are lovely. 628254. But let me also just remind you that we have another pick and mix available. Now, the other pick and mix is going to be where you can choose any 8 if you want to from those, and there is huge amounts. It includes these, but there's a lot more as well that you can pick and choose from. We're going to go through them there, as you can see. Honestly, it's going on and 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 on, and they're the Zodiacs, there we go, and on and on. So all of those, and you can choose any 8 on that. Now, if you think about where usual price was, it was £63.92. That's how many it would be for 8. Now, half that price down. Look at that, £31.96 off. That's down to £31.96. Now, because we are doing the Flex Extravaganza, you can take that right now for £15.98, your first of 2 payments for 8 on your pick and mix. Now, it's a great chance to fill in the blanks on the ones you don't have, or to get your collection going now if you wanted to. 259564, which is absolutely brilliant. Right, we've also got for you In the Stars to look at as well. This will give you your 13 stamps if you like this. £2 off. Reach for the stars, shine like the stars, chase the moon, ride the stars, maybe I belong among the stars, eyes on the stars, and your feet on the ground. And loads of different varieties of different stars that you can use. I'm sure that will create a beautiful backdrop. You might be working together, or just those individually. 005592. £9.99 for those ones if you want to. Don't forget, you can even split the cost on just that if you wanted to. You can do it. It'd be a £5 payment now and a £5 payment on the second. We've also got for you Let It Snow. We've got here with our 6 stamps in here. Again, another £2 saving, £9.99. Lovely. I love that as well. Oh, look at a little doggy with their antlers. That's cute. Liking that. All the snowdrops in there, snowballs in there, and that's a bobble hat as well. 131600. 131600. Again, £9.99. And don't forget, all of these, again, you can split, of course, on your Flex Extravaganza if you so wished. Right, then, moving on from Let It Snow, we've got Be Hoppy, don't worry. There we go, how about that one? We've got Rabbit, Do Something Green today with our lovely frogs. Or are they toads? Toads or frogs? They look sort of toadish, I think. £9.99 again, 195240. Or what is it again? When I was with Leonie the other day, and of course you started talking about frogs, and you said a certain mating season for frogs.
Absolutely, when I go and rescue them out the road.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about. I don't know. Every time we're together,
always ends up talking about
frogs and
randy frogs.
Randy
frogs.
I
might even like to say.
Moving on. Don't forget, you can spread the cost as well. Don't forget on your Flex Extravaganza. Right, we've also another washing line. There's a theme. There's a theme. Washing line in here. Wash and dry. There we go. Laundry today or naked tomorrow. You choose. It's a bit cold. Definitely get your laundry done today. 211167. Cutest little socks on there that I think you can see. I think they're absolutely brilliant. Love those. Right, we've got another set for you. We've got a few to get through here for you. We've got the flower... Is it flower sticks? Flower sticks. Oh, look. You see that? Very, very... 14 stamps here as well. Oh, bit of Française there. Le fleur. Thank you. I know. 842156.
Well done.
I tell you what, Abs will love that. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. £9.99. I'm here all week. Try the veal. £2 saving. 842156. If you're watching in France, I do apologise for that. Switch off now. We've got Sweet Dreams. No French here. There we go. Oh, that's cute. I'm liking that. £9.99 again. Oh, look at that. That's a proper nice little duvet border. Nice little blankie. All done nicely. Sweet Dreams, nice font. You've got the Zs in there, and you've got your bedroom scenario you can create with little chest of drawers and your curtained windows. 153088. She should really have drawn those curtains, I think, before she goes to sleep. That sunshine will wake her up. Right, moving on. To market.
Go on to market.
Go on to market. There we go. We got shoes, we got the coffee house, we got the market, and we got your flowers and a couple of trees just to fill in between there as well, so you can do the whole thing. Create your very own marketplace, your high street if you want. 242772, and that's again for £9.99. Above to market.
Up to market.
I tell you what, I'm upsetting everyone now. The French, anyone past Watford. We've got, please enter. Welcome. I don't even know why I'm laughing. I do, but I'm not saying. £9.99. Again, £2 saving on here. All your lovely doors that you can create. You've got your frames on there, and your lovely arched window.
Do you know what?
What's the... Go on, sorry. What
I was going to say, looking at that door on the left, that could be your Polaroid, couldn't it, if you chopped it properly?
Oh, you could, yes. Yeah,
chopped
you could.
It and then hid the knob. Then that could be your Polaroid, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So you could use that for your challenge.
You could. That's a challenge. That's a challenge. 942-866. Any more? Oh, the boys. Here we go, the boys.
The boys.
I felt like we're back to the frogs again. We've got the boys here, 9 stamps here. We have got happy birthday, grandson, sweetheart, and we've got son. I love the fact you could give them all glasses if you wanted to. Put the glasses on there.
Do you know what?
Nice hairstyles.
And these, you see, because with lovely Janet stamps, when I've been demonstrating them, I always have a little bit of a thing about chopping the heads off.
Oh, yes, you do.
Heads,
Yes, that's
which
right.
Which always sounds quite awful, but actually it's brilliant. So I could literally, so the little one here, you could literally, if you wanted to, chop her head off and then swap it with one of the other heads. Yes. And it's so good because you can see characters in these. You recognise people within all these wonderful little characters.
Yeah,
so there might be a hairstyle on there that isn't a boy hairstyle or whatever. You know, there definitely could be a hairstyle on there that you want on here. I mean, or Scott.
Yeah, I mean, there's none that my style, and it is a style. It is still a choice.
It is. Choice.
It's a very limited choice, but it is a choice. Minimalist. It's not represented there, which is a shame. But I'll be honest with you, my hairstyle's not that hard to draw. If you could do an egg, you could do a head. 239205 on those. In fact, you got the glasses. You're halfway there. Just do one big egg and whack them on. And to be honest, you'll be doing me a justice on that one. There we are. They're the boys. 239205. Going down. We have got for you the Serengeti. Here we go. Big lion, lovely giraffe. Is that a toucan or what's that? A toucan? Would you say is that a parrot? No, it's not a parrot, is it? Is that a toucan?
I think it's a toucan.
It's a toucan, isn't it?
Yeah, toucan.
Yeah, I like a toucan. We've got Be Brave, Stand Tall. See what they've done there with the giraffe, which is absolutely brilliant. And we've got Friendship is a sheltering tree. Oh, that's
Isn't
lovely.
That lovely?
That's nice, that, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. 281811 for those ones as well. Right, let's have a little pop into Nana's Kitchen. Now, I do love that. That's quality. That's a fridge. Look at that. You've got a big stove in there, including a warming drawer, which sadly a lot of new ovens don't have. You've got some good-sized pots on there. Speaking of which, watch for the next hour. Got some great pans coming up for you. And that is going to give you 9 stamps. Or you could create a right old place in there, couldn't you? I love the shelf. You've even got your little pot in there with your whisk and your wooden spoon. Does that say Kiss the Cook?
Oh, probably. Does it? Yeah, it does.
Oh.
I love these because this is it. Janet, again, she's given us so many stamps that we can build up scenes.
Yes.
And honestly, once you get into this, it's obsessive because you start collecting them and every single time you can create something different. Yeah, and those ones really help you create those beautiful scenes.
They are. You have a lot of fun with those. A lot of fun. 465646. I've got one more to share with you. Are we going through the square window? Here we go. Takes me back. Oh.
Isn't that good?
Home sweet home we're at right now. We've got our lamp, we've got our tables, we've got a little vase on there with our flowers and a little flower pot. Home is my happy place. Home sweet home. Absolutely, you know that they're always going to be useful, aren't they? Especially if somebody is moving in. Congratulations on your new home, for example. 514877. Now remember, all of those we've shown you all have a £2 saving, so they're all at just £9.99. And don't forget, Flextravaganza. Even if you're buying one of those sets, if it's just £9.99, you can share that, of course, over 2 interest-free payments as well. Your one-day special, which is what it's all about, of course, is 922836 for you. A third of the stock has already been allocated. It does have a £10 saving. Some of those items individually have already sold out individually. So a lot of those, your only chance to go for that one is actually to get as part of the one-day special. Cloud9 is available individually as it stands, but it is limited, just to let you know. Breathe in, breathe out, I think is also available as it stands right now. Transport has gone, though, of course, and your stencil has also gone individually, but they're all there in that big bundle for 36 stamps and the stencil with that £10 saving, $44.95, or of course you can do that on Flexi over 2 payments. Wow, there was a lot to get through there. Did it give you time to do some cutting and colouring?
I've been doing cutting and colouring and assembling. So what I'm going to do next, now, as I said, because I was inspired by the challenge, which you will be, I picked this one, and I know, have a look on your pick and mix because I'm sure it must be on the pick and mix. So this is our lovely little photographer, and she is available on your pick and mix. So I've used her and I've coloured her in. They are adorable to colour in. You've got you've got a lot of space, but also you've got detail, and they're just gorgeous to colour in. But then you've got the little photograph. So I've taken the little photograph, I created a background with the wild honey, and I've overstamped it. So I've already got the colour that'll match my beautiful frame, because I thought that wild honey goes really nice with the frame from my sticker book. And then I'm just going to build this up. Now, I have already stuck this down, but I will actually peel this off. I was just sticking it down so I had the right size. But what I've done, okay, let me just peel this back off. You wouldn't stick this down. I was just trying to save myself a bit of time. So what I'm doing is, now, the wonderful little houses, okay, I've stamped this one once. I'm then going to take that wonderful little house and I'm going to just glue it on. So, I should have opened this up. Bear with. It's one of those, you start, I know it just takes forever. It's the top that never finishes. Okay, so bob that on there, like so. And then all I'm going to do is chop this off at the back, like this. And then pop that frame back on again, like so. Bear with. No, I want to chop that off a bit more, because I don't want to see it at the top. Smaller scissors, like that. When I did this originally, I did actually stamp these on the card, but this time I'd already stamped it and cut it out. So I thought, well, that's cool. We can look. I love that. I love it in the Polaroid. For some reason, it's just like
framing it. It just
so
makes
cute.
It real.
It's so cute. And then, rather than take it off, I'm gonna just stick this in and save myself a bit of time faffing. So just guessing how big it is. I'm sorry for crunching. That is a throat sweet. It's fine. It's just, again, talking too much.
I'll tell you what, you're going to be in his debt for many years.
Tell you. It's never gonna be forgiven. Gosh. I mean, it's above my pay grade, mate. And then bobbing this in like so, and I'll just pop that under there. You can see now why I actually took the frame off, because I've actually created more faff than I should have done. Right. Oh, so that's one house, but it looks really cute.
That does look brilliant.
And then I've actually taken a little bus. So my little bus, I'm going to pop on here. This, folks, is what I love doing things like this. It's just fun. And I know I say it a lot, I love my pattern building. This is the same kind of thing. I am building my own little scenes. I'm building my own little frames. You know what I mean? I'm creating something completely unique every time.
Yeah, that's great.
I love it that it's coming out of the actual frame.
Yes.
And for me, I love that because it gives it movement. It also makes it lends itself to the beautiful, quirky nature of the whole thing. And that's what I adore about this. The quirkiness is just fabulous. So I'm going to have this tootling along like so. Okay, so I'm really happy with that. And then let's build this. I might actually get this finished. So taking my lovely little page. So I'm going to have, so that's one of my lovely little frames. This is my other little frame.
Oh, they're brilliant.
This is my other one. So this is the, now you're just building it up. You can, you're positioning, it's completely up to you where you're positioning these. I kind of like them all skew whiffy, like so. So I'm going to glue them down like that. Let me just really
I love that
quickly.
background. I know it was quite a quick one you put together, but it's really effective.
Do you know, and sometimes, I mean, I do love my backgrounds. I get a little bit carried away creating backgrounds, but sometimes those quick and easy backgrounds are ridiculously effective. And obviously, sometimes you don't need to spend ages creating a background. What you will do with this that'll absolutely make a difference is add that drop shadow. I'm not going to do them with them all because I know I'm nearly out of time. But take your
We've got
pen
about 1 minute 15.
and then just blend that in, and that'll allow you to create a really nice little drop shadow. To finish it off, obviously, we've got our wonderful little girl. I'm going to move that. I know I've just put my drop shadow. Oh, I won't move that one because of my drop shadow. I'm going to move that one because I want her there. I want her more like that, like that.
Very proud of her pictures.
Yes. And then the sentiment on that is capture the good times, which is perfect for this. So that one, and that is in your photographer. Highly recommend that, but let's face it, I highly recommend all of them because they're gorgeous.
And the look at the fun you will be having. Honestly, Leonie, that is so lovely, quirky, fun, bright. Puts a smile on your face.
And so achievable. And that is obviously your art journal page, but of course you can create a card with it.
It's
exactly the same techniques, but you're just putting it in a different. Oh, and I would use that other stamp for around the edges just to finish that off.
Leonie, thank you very much indeed. You are back, of course, with Richard at 8 o'clock live as well. So thank you very much. Thank you, Leonie. Don't go anywhere. I'm on the other